You're watching MSG Network, the best in the game. Not.
Welcome to the Mouse Davis Report, edition number 2. I'm your papa, along with New Knights head coach Mouse Davis. Glad you can join us from LT's Restaurant in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coach, you got 2 in a row.
By golly, that's a lot better than that other thing that was happening earlier.
After 4 straight losses, come up with victories. The most recent victory against Montreal. We'll bring you highlights of that in just a bit. But first, let's take a look back one more time. And I know you don't want to see this necessarily, but we'll take a look back at what would happen in Orlando against the Thunder. We'll start our highlight segment off right there. And these highlights are brought to you by the Novotel Meadowlands Hotel, the official hotel of the New York, New Jersey Knights.
They popped out early, broke a draw up the middle. Clack ran in for a touchdown. They put him up 7-zip. And we got a good drive going and had 2 or 3 big plays. Monty Goberth made one now. We pitched to Wilkerson from Reggie Slack and go in and score. And defense stops him. We get the football back. And now Reggie rolls and makes a throw to Monty Goberth, again on a corner route, excellent play, and then Reggie takes it in for the touchdown.
All right, so you guys are looking good at this point. What starts to go wrong?
Well, first thing goes wrong is we lose Reggie Slack on our next possession. They get it going fairly well offensively, and on the first time that we come in, which is going to happen or the Brent Beast comes in, he throws a pick, and this one Reggie gets hurt on. Now the next one, Brent comes in, and on the first play, gets a little pressure on him and throws the ball rapidly. Kid picks off Brent for a touchdown. That kind of puts us in the soup. And then we rally back then. Brent gets hurt, and Doug Peterson comes in. Here we blew the coverage over the top, and they get a big play for the touch and go up 29-14. And here's where Brent now gets his thumb on an option, takes it down, gets a dislocated thumb, and Doug Peterson comes in. We score just before halftime, make it 29-21, and then Mitchell hits another one. We get an interference call. Now we get a field goal, up 32, and here's their last touchdown. Clack again hits a big one, which makes it 39.
How tough is it? I mean, having to go with 3 quarterbacks in one game. You spend all your time preparing with one guy, and then you have to go to 3. I mean, you had a lot of problems.
Well, the problem is the third quarterback never gets any reps during the practice week. The second one doesn't get many, but here's a pretty good job. Now we're into the Galaxy game, and Doug Peterson is our starter, so he has gotten the reps this week. He threw that a little late, and Kip made a good catch. Here, Eric Wilkerson makes a good run on a trap play. And now we run a draw on a goal line, and Eric scores. And we take the ball down, score 7-zip. Here's a replay of that same one. Good job up front, nice hole to break out on top.
Finally a little relief for you guys.
They say, hey, we're up. That's good.
That's it. Now you get a little break here as well. Baker just coughs it up.
On the opening kick, then Cornell Burbage goes down and recovers it. We get a good play by Doug here, and a nice bounce comes off of Cornell Burbage, who had been interfered with just before the throw. You can see him all starting down. See, here he gets bumped. He starts on his way down, and I think we'd had a clean play to him for the touch.
Well, you're riding high. You finally got a break.
Hey, we finally got the horse coming out. Okay, they try one up on top. We make the play. Now, Doug, we turn a guy loose on the backside, and Doug coughs up the ball, and they walk it in for 14-7. We had 2 big turnovers that led to their touchdown, and now
Chad
nice
Fortune.
catch by Fortune on a kind of a bobble ball from Espinosa.
Nothing's easy for you.
We want to put it on. Now, this is our opening play of the second half, and Chris McLemore does a good job setting up the block there for Lonnie Turner. And we take this, I guess, the longest play and touchdown play in the franchise history of 67 yards.
All right, so you have the lead at that point. They're trying to come back.
And they finally do get it in here. Touchdown, Tony Baker puts it in, 21-21. And now it's back and forth and back and forth. We get the ball back with 40-some seconds. There's a good pass from Doug to Kip Lewis. And here's a draw by Chris McLemore, who takes it up and drives it out at approximately the 19-yard line. We kicked the field goal and missed the first one. And there's a nice thing that occurred. 27 comes in and roughs Kendall Trainer, and we get a second shot. And this time it's one of those that's a cliffhanger right there. Is that good?
That's good.
We're counting it. It's 24-21.
Look at you.
And it wasn't. Yeah. We'll take that. We need that. We deserve that. Finally got the monkey off the back and ready to go on to Montreal.
We will not show that clip of the winning field goal any more times because I know you're scared of the fact that the officials may come in and say, you know what, I don't think it was any good. Take the win off.
We're going to salt this one. We're going to put it down in the history books and lock up the archives and take that win.
Okay, when we come back, we'll take a look at the Knights' latest triumph, their victory over the Montreal Machine this past weekend. That and more after this timeout on the Mouse Davis Report.
Tired of getting to run around when you're buying a new or used car? Hi, I'm Al Vitarelli of Manhattan Ford, Mercury Lincoln, where what you see is what you pay. Our no-nonsense pledge makes car buying easy. We want you to let Manhattan Ford, Mercury Lincoln be your discount center for new cars, used cars, trucks, daily rentals, and long-term leases, all at hard-to-beat prices. So wherever you live, come in to see us at Manhattan Ford, Mercury Lincoln, where what you see is what you pay.
Dave Thomas introduces the $1.99 kids meal.
I like it when parents bring their kids to Wendy's. So we're giving moms and dads a break by lowering the price to just $1.99 every day on our kids meal. It's still got a Wendy's hamburger with a junior frosty or soft drink and fries. And I didn't forget the fun toy.
Yeah!
I was a kid once too.
Bring your kids to Wendy's. Now our kids meal is only $1.99 every day.
Yankee fans, Rickel Home Centers wants you to see the Yankees this spring. So with every purchase at Rickel Home Centers between April 7th and May 10th, you'll receive a register receipt coupon for one free Yankee ticket when you buy another. That's 2 tickets for the price of 1. You can redeem your Rickel coupon at Yankee Stadium's advanced ticket window up to 1 hour prior to the game. So stop by any tri-state area Rickel Home Center today. Remember, Rickel helps you do it better for less.
Last weekend's game, the Knights and the Montreal Machine, and Bjorn Nitmo, the former Giant, gets the Machine on the board first.
No, they had a pretty good drive. They maintained the ball pretty well throughout the first quarter, and he kicks it. Now, the good thing is he has to kick off after they kick the field goal. And this was one of the exciting moments in the game, certainly in Cornell Burbage's history. He almost decides not to take it out. He steps on the line, and now 2 people miss him right there. A third one misses him. Then we get some very good blocks at the top. And now Nitmo is in the foot race and can't quite catch Burbage for a 101-yard return.
That's a World League record.
A World League record. It's a Cornell Burbage record. That's the longest he's had. There's big Pat Marlette coming in and stoning Emmanuel, who really had a pretty good game. He had about 90-some yards rushing. We did a better and better job on him as the game went along. Here's Reggie hitting Chris McLemore for the second touchdown of the game. Reggie had a very, very good ball game, and Chris played very well, too.
Now, don't adjust your television sets. Reggie had to wear number 5 rather than his number 10. His jersey was stolen.
Yeah, we had the wrong baggage department there. Here, Reggie does a great job of scrambling out. Looks like O.J. Simpson running up the field, and makes a big play out of getting flushed out of the pocket. Here he hits Monty Gilbreth on the first touchdown. Mine does a great job of getting in the end zone with a good effort right at the goal line.
Yeah, we'll see it again, and a lot of times people don't realize the upper body strength of a receiver, and that really helped here.
You know, and he's a gutsy little guy that does a great job of holding the ball inside.
So another touchdown, 21-3, but not on cruise control just yet.
We need to come out and get it done. Here's a big first down. We're on about the 20-some yard line. Reggie gets the first down on a quarterback wedge. Now we come back and he makes an excellent throw up the seam again to Monty Gilbreth for 28-3. Now that we got penalized for that little activity right there. Here's Proctor throwing the football up on top, and they get a big one. Tony Jones runs him down. That was about half of their production in the second half. Here the ball comes out early. It's fumbled around. We recover it, but they give them the touchdown that play. Here they're going for the two-point play, which they do get. They get a very clean pick on the receiver inside. The guy comes outside wide open.
All right, so you're holding the lead here, and you want to just continue to maintain your offense.
We would like to. Here's a great throw by Reggie and an excellent catch by Davis Smith. We're still in the process of running football for the touchdown. Reggie comes out on the option, takes it in, and that pretty well sews it up for him. We're going to get Doug Peterson in the game, and he did a very good job late in the game. Both quarterbacks playing well.
All right, there are the standings in the North American East Division. The Knights at 2-4, tied with Montreal, but now you've beaten them in head-to-head competition. Looks like Orlando will get that division, but you know, you guys can still make it to the playoffs because of the wild card situation.
Right. There's no question we're still in the hunt for the playoff, and we'd like to have some opportunities to play. There's a couple of those people that we won't have an opportunity in the season to play, but we've got to take care of our own things first, and that certainly London is the next thing on the schedule.
Okay, when we come back, we'll do a little chalk talk with Mouse Davis. He'll diagram some plays for you. All that and more after this timeout. You're watching the Mouse Davis Report.
Dave Thomas introduces the $1.99 kids meal.
I like it when parents bring their kids to Wendy's. So we're giving moms and dads a break by lowering the price to just $1.99 every day on our kids meal. It's still got a Wendy's hamburger with a Junior Frosty or soft drink and fries. And I didn't forget the fun toy. Yeah! I was a kid once, too.
Bring your kids to Wendy's. Now our kids meal is only $1.99 every day.
Here's why Siemens customers keep coming back.
When you shop at Siemens, you get quality, you get selection, and you get a great price.
If you're looking for the quality, Siemens is the place.
With two kids, you've got to care about quality.
When you shop at Siemens, they are very helpful. They have a very wide selection, and the price is excellent.
They're also great on deliveries.
We went to places
We went to 10 different places, and
20.
we always went back to Siemens.
See Siemens first.
Junior Knick fans, this summer join the New York Knicks for their first annual basketball camp at SUNY College at Old Westbury. Come improve your skills. Spend a week in July or August learning the fundamentals of basketball from New York Knicks players and coaches, with special appearances by Xavier McDaniel, Greg Anthony, and Mark Jackson. You can learn from the pros. For more information about the New York Knicks summer basketball camp, call 212-465-4100.
Hey, high school Knicks fans, Coca-Cola wants you to see a Knicks game for half price. Coca-Cola presents the Knicks We're Big on School card, which entitles you to a 50% discount on the day of the game for selected seats to Knicks home games, plus special discounts on garden concessions and selected merchandise from Nobody Beats the Wiz. So ask your school's coordinator of student affairs about the Coca-Cola Knicks We're Big on School card, and listen to WFAN for information on seat availability. Remember, stay in school. It's your best move.
Welcome back to the show. Bob Papa with Mouse Davis, and it's time for our chalkboard segment, a chance where you can watch the coach diagram a play for you, and in this situation, it's a winning play.
It's a franchise-linked play. It's the one that Chris McLemore scored on. First of all, this is against Frankfurt, and we'll draw right up here. They're in a 5-1, so they've got everyone covered, plus they're dogging. So they're going to bring 7 people on a quarterback. Now what we do is we take this man and we drive him across because he's locked on in man. This man drives across, and we bring McLemore outside. Now, he's got to handle hot the first rush man outside. The quarterback has to be deep enough as he rolls not to get tackled, and then this man is going to run him off. This man's going to be playing inside man technique. As he runs him off, if he takes him all the way to the end zone, he won't have to block him. As we let the ball progress here, you can see the two people taking their people across, taking him across, and now you can see Chris McLemore coming out underneath the rush. You can see Doug Peterson on the drop. As he catches the ball, the only things there are the two people that are taking the two receivers inside and this man over the top. As we go, Lonnie Turner takes a look back. You know, they always want to see how the ball carrier's doing instead of running him to the end zone. Now, Chris comes up, and as the kid stops, Chris does a great job setting him up, and Lonnie now gets credit for a great block, and it is a great block. And now Chris takes it up on top and runs in, and we get, with great vertical jump, some high fives here to the fans. Let's see what kind of that 3-inch vertical jump there. Here's the same play against Montreal. Comes back under, and once again, wide open into the end zone for a touchdown.
So it works on all scales. Wide field, short field.
Yeah, it works if you get primarily the right coverage is more the key than short field, long field.
Okay, the chalkboard segment is brought to you by the Novotel Meadowlands Hotel, the official hotel of the New York, New Jersey Knights. When we come back, we'll talk with one of Mouse's assistant coaches. Joe Herring joins us after this timeout.
This is Medieval Times, Dinner and Tournament, the show of legend. It's hour after hour of feasting and festivity, from the spectacle of sport to the thrill of the joust. Medieval Times, Dinner and Tournament in New Jersey near the Meadowlands Sports Complex.
Here's why Siemens customers keep coming back.
When you shop at Siemens, you get quality, you get selection, and you get a great price.
If you're looking for the quality, Siemens is the place.
With 2 kids, you've got to care about quality.
When you shop at Siemens, they are very helpful. They have a very wide selection, and the price is excellent.
They're also great on deliveries.
We went to places
We went to 10 different places, and
20.
we always went back to Siemens.
See Siemens first.
Now, you can get every magic moment all on one incredible video. Magic Johnson, always Showtime. It's free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated, the nation's #1 sports weekly. Call this toll-free number now and follow the leader up and down the court from high school to college to the pros. Magic keeps winning with a spirit and style that changed the NBA.
Magic's 18-footer wins it.
Don't miss the rookie's first NBA championship. Enjoy all the battles with the legendary Larry Bird as they fight for the last shot.
Down the middle, just what I thought. A hook shot at 12.
Call now to subscribe or renew. Get your free video plus 54 issues of SI, including the swimsuit issue, for only $1.29 an issue. Save over 55% off the cover price. For quicker delivery, use your credit card. The magic of Urban Johnson will always be something special. Treasure it forever. And every week, enjoy all the emotion and drama of sports in Sports Illustrated.
Welcome back to LT's in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the Mouse Davis Report. I'd like to introduce our first guest of this week's show. He's the defensive coordinator for the New York, New Jersey Knights. Last year, the Knights had one of the best defenses in the World League. This year, they've been solid as well. Let's welcome in Joe Herring. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thanks. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I could tell you're just all pumped up with himself a good meal. He's ready to go.
Both up and ready.
Last 2 weeks, come up with a couple of W's. How would you assess the way your team has played, though, over the first 6 weeks?
Well, defensively, you know, we trying to improve upon last year, but last year we had such an excellent year of taking the ball away. We played solid defense most of the time. We've given up some big plays that we didn't give up last year. The thing that we haven't done this year is make the big plays for scores. You know, we had 7 scores last year in 10 games, you know, and almost over 4 takeaways a game, which was obviously in the league. We've played solid defense, but we need to make more big plays, and we're hoping in the last 4 games that we can score on defense some.
Okay, Mouse, tell us a little bit more about this guy. Let's keep it clean, though.
This is very difficult, sure. Joe's done a great job. You know, we've been together for several years. We coached together in USFL, and then he took on an arena ball job in Pittsburgh, and then when we got in the World League, came back and has a very aggressive style of defense, which we think philosophically sets well with our offensive approach. And so it's been a good situation, one which offense very well coincides with the defensive philosophy and vice versa. So I think it not only makes for excellent product on the field, but also an exciting product on the field.
Joe, talk about some of the changes in your unit this year. The D-line, basically the same group, but there have been some changes.
I think our defensive line has always been solid. There hasn't been a game that we've played for the New York, New Jersey Knights that the defensive line hasn't played hard and played fairly well. So that's always been our mainstay. Our linebackers are similar to last year, except now we have Wes Pritchard in the middle linebacker spot. So, and the other 2 guys, Sancho and Fletcher, are back. Our secondary is the thing that's a little bit different than last year because we don't have Anthony Parker, but we have Richard Carey at that spot, and also have Dan Land at the strong safety.
Joe, quick before we let you go. London this weekend, you have coming up Sunday. Lost 4 in a row to them. What do you have to do to beat them?
Well, what you have to do is you got to make Gelball turn the ball over. The games that we obviously know them so well, and the games that we've been in with them and played fairly good defense with them, is you always put pressure on Gelball or whoever their quarterback is and make it turn it over. But they still have a lot of good people over there. We know them well. It still sticks in my craw as a defensive coordinator to be up 17 points in the playoff game and let them off the hook. And we'll be excited to play them, and we would like to get after their quarterback and make him throw some interceptions and sack him and get after him and win the game.
All right, Joe, best of luck on Sunday against the London Monarchs. New York, New Jersey Knights defensive coordinator Joe Herring, our special guest. When we come back here on the Mouse Davis Report, we'll be joined by Pat Marlatt. All that and more after this timeout.
Tired of getting to run around when you're buying a new or used car? Hi, I'm Al Vitarelli of Manhattan Ford, Mercury Lincoln, where what you see is what you pay. Our no-nonsense pledge makes car buying easy. We want you to let Manhattan Ford, Mercury Lincoln be your discount center for new cars, used cars, trucks, daily rentals, and long-term leases, all at hard-to-beat prices. So wherever you live, come in to see us at Manhattan Ford, Mercury Lincoln, where what you see is what you pay.
Dave Thomas introduces the $1.99 kids meal.
I like it when parents bring their kids to Wendy's. So we're giving moms and dads a break by lowering the price to just $1.99 every day on our kids' meal. It's still got a Wendy's hamburger with a Junior Frosty or soft drink and fries. And I didn't forget the fun toy.
Yeah!
I was a kid once, too.
Bring your kids to Wendy's. Now our kids' meal is only $1.99 every day.
To get rid of her gray, my wife can spend 40 minutes. But I discovered the 5-minute hair coloring.
The revolutionary discovery called Just for Men from the leader in men's hair coloring. Simply apply Just for Men and in 5 minutes shampoo out.
Gray is blended away. The look of my natural color is back in 5 minutes. That was me, and it won't fade or wash out.
My hair takes forever, but you look great in just 5 minutes.
The look of your natural color in just 5 minutes with Just for Men.
Welcome back to the program. We're at LT's Restaurant. This is the Mouse Davis Report. It's time to introduce our next guest. He plays on the defensive line for the New York, New Jersey Knights, Pat Marlatt. Pat, welcome to the show, and nice introduction there before from your defensive coach.
Thanks, Bob.
He talks about your healthy appetite, but also Mouse said before the way you've come back in better shape this year and even more ready to step up your play. How has it gone so far?
Well, I think that's a good point. I think everybody has come back in better shape, had their playing weight up from last year. And last year when I came in, I really wasn't prepared to play at my normal playing weight. I just kind of came in. I was in aerobic shape, but I was just having fun.
Now, so how would you typify his play so far this year?
I think he's played extremely well. He's been very consistent, more aggressive, and I think some of that aggressiveness comes from the fact that he's bigger, stronger, healthier appetite that we were talking about. All those things, and I certainly do believe that he has epitomized the kind of consistency that you would like to have out of the defensive line. If we get the same kind of play from all our defensive line, then certainly no one would run the football, and we'd have great heat on the quarterback.
Pat, talking about the London Monarchs, what for you is the thing that they do best? What is toughest for you when you play against them?
Well, last year and then also this year, the best player that I face all year is their left guard, Baradelli. And so what I have to do is come out and play my best game and be consistent. But I think that they have a very balanced offense. I mean, they run the ball well and they throw the ball well. So if we can just stop that, win the game.
Does it surprise you that they've had some troubles this year, the way they stormed through last year?
No, it doesn't surprise me because I don't think that there's any team in this league who dominates anybody else. I think it's a very equal league just because you don't have any one team that has a bunch of superstars. I think last year they got on a roll and they got a lot of confidence going, and then they were just able to carry that out the whole year.
All right, we know that the coaches always say one game at a time, but being a player, the record at 2-4, are you thinking about ways we can get into the playoffs and thinking about possibilities down the line, or do you take the coaching philosophy?
We always think about ways to get into the playoffs, and the way to do that is to win the rest of your games, and the way to win the rest of your games is to win them one at a time. So it all gets back to point A.
Future coach here, huh?
There is no change now.
There you go.
That's the way it's got to be.
There you go. Well, Pat, best of luck on Sunday against the London Monarchs, and best of luck the rest of the year.
Thanks, Bob.
Mouse, just about done here. We've hit the 18th green for show number 2.
Using those new sticks you get.
Yeah, they're working out okay. Quickly, Sunday, one key each side of the ball for you to win.
I think we got to make some plays on the defensive side of the ball, get the turnover, put the heat on a quarterback, be an aggressive group that plays consistently against the run. Offensively, we got to make some big plays. Reggie must have another excellent football game, and we must protect him. They don't bring a lot of people, 3- and 4-man rush, and we got to give them time to get to some of the second reads.
All right, best of luck on Sunday.
Appreciate it.
Some people would like to thank, of course, the people here at LT's Restaurant for all of their cooperation, as well as the Novotel Meadowlands Hilton, the official home of the New York, New Jersey Knights. I'd like to thank our special guests, Joe Herring and Pat Marlatt. For Mouse Davis, I'm Bob Papa. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you again next time on the Mouse Davis Report.